Bruno, how much does it cost to build a motorhome like this? What's the price? The windows cost our dollar, 6,000 our dollar, 4,000 an air cooler, our dollar, 1,300. For the wood, I've already spent around our dollar 20,000 just on wood. A skylight also costs around our dollar 1,000 and vinyl flooring should be at least around our dollar 2,000. Good morning, my friends. How are you? Everything good? Everything cool? Everything great? Arriving now in the morning since today I'm off. Arriving here at BTS Motorhomes so we can go check out Pachacão and see how things are going and share some news with you, okay? Look, a lot of work here, several vans here at BTS Motorhomes. For those who don't know, our motorhome is being built here, BTS Motorhomes here in Goiânia. It's here. Look, check out their Instagram to learn more. You can talk to Jefferson, schedule your visits to build your motorhome. There are a lot of projects around here. Look, the guys are working here. Hey guys, there are plenty of sprinters everywhere. Look at the crew here. Let's meet the crew. Good morning, good morning. There's Fabricao here. Hey Fabricao, awesome guy. This one's all on you, right? So how's it turning out? Man, here at BTS, I brought the boss. Anderson over there. I bet he didn't touch my bus. If not, I'll work on it now. Show the work, man. Well, Anderson worked on the woodwork, all mini buses, and another sprinter here, the tough one, working on it. Look, John over there, I bet John didn't work on my bus. The lady worked on my bus. The lady there, Marcinari, look, Vinicão, all right. Luizão, is everyone here? All good? These are the guys who make miracles happen. At work, look, working on the bus, right? Look, there are also trailers around here. By the way, guys, it's coming up next month, right? There will be the Expo Motorhome event in Curitiba. Unfortunately, this year we won't be able to go. The team invited us for a talk again, just like last year, right? I said that because of my job now I work both on Fridays and Mondays. It would be too tight for us. It's a shame because we really wanted to go and participate with you to share some cool things. But go there, come on, it's there. I think Vibe to Do is there, Abraça Trip is there, Get Outside is there. A lot of cool people giving talks, chatting, telling stories. Jefferson from BTS Motorhome will be there too. To meet everyone, to chat, so the whole motorhome world will be there together, right? Chatting, telling stories, exchanging experiences. So if you like this motorhome world, take the opportunity, go to Curitiba. I think it's on November 15th, around that date, right? The weekend around November 15th. So let's go to the bus, see how the bus is. Yeah, let's see if the gate is open there, because since the bus doesn't fit inside the factory, it stays outside, right? No, in the annex here at BTS Motorhomes. Hey, there's Diego. That's the guy I was looking for, the guy who's going to work on the paint for our bus. Hey man, you didn't look at me, did you? Look at the paint estimate over there. This is Diego, Iron Maiden, right? From the company that does the painting, the guys are working here on the Dos Sobre Rotas guy's car. So you have to come up with something there, huh? Do that little paint job. Let's go over there then, see how Pachacão is doing, see how our bus is coming along, our house on wheels, open up the big gate here. Yeah, guys, I really wanted to go to the Expo Motorhomes, watch the guys lecture. Let me see if I can open this with just one hand. Let's go. Tough. What a beast. Look at Pachacão over there. Look at Pachacão over there. Let's go. While I show you how things are going in here, we can have a chat. There are more projects here. Look, minibus, 2 more vans. Pacheco's is here. Hey, it's a bit dirty. Let me just tell you guys something. So before we get inside it, Clarinha and I since I have the day off today because it's Teacher's Day, I have the day off today and tomorrow. I said, let me check out the bus. We just bought the bathroom sink, the bathroom faucet. We bought the push locks, which are locking handles for a motorhome. Because in a house on wheels, you can't use the regular handles like in a normal house. Because the drawers open, the doors open and move around, so we have a handle that already works as a lock for this system. We just bought it, by the way. It was about 1,200 something on Shopee. We bought it there, and we also finally bought the Resfire Series 8 air cooler. It should arrive this week or next, then we'll handle installation and also purchase it. I think today or tomorrow we'll buy the vinyl flooring to put on the house structure. That's what's left for us to buy. Let's go so we can see. Here are the seats because I'm going to install the vinyl flooring first. So here's the thing. Here we've already put in the marine plywood. If you're wondering, we don't use regular plywood or MDF because MDF is not only very heavy. It's a type of wood that swells with water. So this one here is a material called marine plywood. So it's a material that can get wet, it doesn't swell, it doesn't deteriorate. Let's put it this way. So we're installing it here, the sides are still missing. Here I'll apply some anti-rust paint and here I'll also use wood. And then comes the vinyl flooring. I should use about 3 or 4 boxes here so the whole bus will have vinyl flooring. We're choosing which color it's going to be. It's a bit hot in here, let me open this up a little. Look at the big guy. Clara, the ox, the big guy. It also helps Bob a bit, and soon, the windows. Later, when everything is done, I want to give this bus a really good wash, condition it, lubricate these windows so it's a little easier to open and close. We still need to buy the single lever faucet, which is the faucet that gives hot and cold water here, that goes on the sink. We already have the sink, we already have the stove, we already have the fridge. I'll show you guys later. What else is missing? We're missing the foam, right? Which is the upholstery. I think that's what it's called, right? The foam already with the lining, right? Here for the sofa area and here for the little chair at the table, right? Our work. I've already bought the electrical stuff that I showed in the last video. Now we still need to buy the switches and the 12-volt outlets and also the 220-volt outlets. And of course, we still need to buy everything else. Solar panels, batteries, charge controller, and battery charger, which we're going to buy this week and next week as well. It's just money, man, right? Just kidding, money. A lot of people ask, Bruno, how much does it cost to build a motorhome like this? What's the cost? As I've already said, we have, thank God, several partnerships, right? Because we have the channel and our Instagram is actually pretty cool with 110,000 followers. That gives us some leverage when building and negotiating with brands, right? We can promote them here, show the work of the partners who work in this area, so we manage to get a lot of things through partnerships at a lower cost. My friend Jefferson's Labor is part of the partnership too. Now, if you're going to build something like this, like I said, I think building a bus like this, including labor and materials from scratch like we're doing here, I think it's around 150,000 to 200,000 reais, that's about it. Our calculation here isn't exact because of the partnerships, right? So there's a lot involved, right? Windows, the 6 windows cost almost 4,000 reais, and that was through a partnership with Finestra. It would be more expensive. A cooling unit is 1,300 reais wood. I've already spent around 20,000 reais on wood here. It's not finished yet. The formica and other items are still missing. A skylight too, around 1,000 reais, a skylight also in partnership with RV Parts. And then we have all the vinyl flooring, which should be at least around 2,000 reais. And that's how it goes, right? A lot of things add up. That's the cost of this construction. Not to mention that after finishing the bus, I still have to work on this part of the house here, right? Painting the bus should cost around 10,000 reais and changing the tires and wheels should be about 15,000 to 20,000 reais, tires, wheels, alignment and everything else. So it's quite a sum, but let's be honest. When the construction of this motorhome is finished, this bus that cost about 40,000 reais to build ends up having a much higher resale value. I thought that once this bus is finished, it should be worth about 250,000 to 300,000 reais. I think if there's an audience willing to pay, I don't know, but overall, considering the added value of all this, it's worth it, right? I also say that the question of value is very relative. Some people think it's expensive, some think it's cheap, some would pay, others wouldn't. Just like in the world of bicycles, which I really like, right? I have a really nice bike, which is a bit more expensive because I find it very enjoyable to ride a high-performance bike. There are people who say, wow, I would never pay 30,000 reais for a bike, 40,000 reais for a bike, 100,000 reais for a bike. Others pay without a problem if they can afford it. Others say, wow, I would never pay 300,000 reais for a car. A house on wheels because I think it doesn't make any sense, and there are people who pay for it, so everything is relative, everything has to do with what you value, with what makes sense to you. There are people who like sports cars, there are people who like luxurious houses, there are people who like luxurious trips, others like traveling, camping. So that's it, right? Over time, we have to understand what makes us happy, understand what makes us satisfied with life. Then we will pay according to our values. So, the motorhome has a higher cost, but also when you're traveling, you don't pay for hotel stays. Your home is already set up. You don't have to pay a lot for meals outside your home because your kitchen is ready. You stop in places where most people don't stop to enjoy, a view that few people will appreciate, so that's it. Man. So I was talking to Diego, who's handling the paint job, right? We want to do it. I've mentioned it before, but I want to paint it all white. I'll close it so you can see how it works. See, all this painted part, as mentioned in earlier videos, this bus, it used to belong to a company from Bahia, I think it was São Luís, and then all the buses from São Luís in Bahia had this classic paint job, but honestly, I don't think it's that pretty. I don't really like this blue and white, so I want to paint it all white. Where these stripes are and this black part, it stays black. I'm going to revamp it and fix the bumpers. I really want to put on wheels, but I'm not sure if I'll get the aluminum ones, which are my dream. The 22.5-inch aluminum wheels and the tubeless tires. Now imagine seeing this bus, guys, all nice looking, you know, white with black, new wheels, new tires. I also want to change the brake system to air brakes. It's going to be a really nice and brand new looking bus with the look of an old restored one. Do you guys think it's going to look good? I think this shiny black here on the part that used to be glass is going to look really nice. I think it gives it a nice tone, like those coach buses where everything is that big black glass, right? There are still many finishing touches and details missing, but it's coming along, right? Also, this part of the glass that's blue, we're going to paint it glossy black here, so everything will be black. So it'll be black on top, white on the bottom, and on the roof, it'll also be white. I want to see if I can swap these taillights for new ones and make everything look nice, right? Also, give the engine a good checkup. It's in good shape, but it's always good to check. So, my friends, once it's ready, buddy, it's time to hit the road. Like I said, at first we won't be able to live on the road, but we'll definitely travel a lot. On weekends, we'll travel on holidays, during vacations, and who knows, maybe one day we'll hit the road for good. Live in this bus, and who knows, maybe do a Ushuaia to Alaska trip.
That would be really great, right?
Hey Chacon, we're still going to have a lot of stories together, my friend, but let's go. Let me remember what needs to be done here. I'll ask the guys to work on it today. So, put the vinyl flooring here, put the armchairs back. We need to either replace this armchair or fix it up to make it look nice, because the way it is now, it's not looking very good. When I sit in it, I feel like I'm kind of low. My legs are too bent in relation to the pedals, you know, so it needs to be a little higher. This adjustment isn't working or moving properly. It's really cool to revitalize this dashboard. Maybe one day I'll replace this leather with leather in the color I want for the seat, brown. Yeah, my friends, really cool. Let me see what else we need to buy for this bus. Man, I'll even show you later. Oh, mattresses, right? We can buy both single mattresses here and the big double mattress. We thought about putting a TV here, but now I'm thinking maybe a screen here and a projector here. This is where the air conditioner goes, which we've already bought. If we don't use the screen and projector, we'll put the TV here. I left this corner for a small desk. I'm going to bring an office chair from home so we can edit videos and do things work here. So mattresses. There's still one more step to finish this door, right? The door here fits, the big apartment door, which is the balcony door. We bought the sink. The sink is a basin that sits on top of this here, that black sink like this. It's round, the tall faucet goes here, and we'll put it here later too. The mirror, and one with a little LED light around the mirror. A mirror like this, a nice shape, right? We also have to buy the shower that goes here. Look, the shower goes here. It's the single lever one, right? Then it goes up and comes here on top. That's how our model will be. The telemark items are going to arrive for us, the blackout and also the insect screen. So they're going to get here for us, our partnership with telemark from Ivan from, what's it called? Kritsuma. The little door will also be from telemark, which is the retractable door that folds in. That's it, just finishing up by adding the wood pieces and vinyl kitchen flooring. I think we're done. And then they asked if I'm going to install the air conditioner. I think at this moment I won't be able to install the air conditioner because of the price. Let's wait and see. If we have some money left, we want to install the air conditioner here. Because it will work both for the house and for the bus when we're traveling. Or maybe we can put it up here in the front. Here it works for the house when we're driving and also for the house. We have to think carefully. I also want to install a diesel heater in the future, which I should put here. I should install it somewhere to heat the house when we're in a really cold place, so somewhere we can install it. Maybe in this little corner here where we can set up the installation to vent the smoke outside. So in the end, the puzzle comes together. We're able to put everything together and it's looking good, remembering all these little things, but that's it, right, guys? It's really nice, this whole thing about being grateful. Today I have to thank God because all of this here was once just a dream. What we have today, what we are today, is what we once thought about, dreamed about, and wished for. So, at some point I wished to have the bus, and here is the bus. At some point I wished for this house to be built. Today, I wish that soon I will have the bus finished. Soon that will be my reality, traveling the world with my family. And at that moment we have to be grateful because sometimes we find a lot more reasons to complain. Wow, it's so hot, isn't it? You can go to a club, you can travel. Wow, it's so cold. You can do things in the cold. Wow, my day, this routine is really exhausting. Did you wish for this job? I complain sometimes, wow, my kids, what a mess in the house. Oh my God, you're so much work. But not long ago, I wished for this family. You complain about your wife. Wow, my wife. I don't know what it is about her. So much work. She talks back to me. I don't know what. Not long ago, I dreamed of a woman like this. Right, Clarinha? So we have to practice gratitude, to be thankful for what we have today, for who we are today, because some time ago we wished for this and remember to wish, to pray. So that the goddess sends us what we sometimes need, not what we want, because sometimes we get a little upset with God. But I asked so much to get rich, to have this fancy house. I asked so much to have this wonderful car. Then I think God asks, are you truly ready to receive all this? What if I give you this big car today? Won't you become a worse person? Arrogant, a jerk, a scumbag. Will you really become a better person? With a fancy motorhome like this? So, sometimes you have to think, and ask God to give us what we need, what we truly need, and not what we want. Sometimes, I don't know if that's the right way to think, but that's how I see it. So, little by little, we spend here and there, working so that everything works out, so that we have money. And over time, things start to take shape, to come true, becoming a reality that not long ago was just a dream, only a dream. This, for me, is the fulfillment of a dream. And then there are other stages to that dream, like traveling in this big bus with my family and having experiences on the road. I don't want to be rich or a millionaire. I just want good experiences. Let me see if I can find Jefferson soon. We'll have a chat to see what's left to buy to keep things moving. That's it. Take a look at what Jefferson is working on here now. What is that, bro?
This is a mobile barbershop, right?
Mobile barbershop, man.
They're getting an air conditioner, another air conditioner here, a split unit to see if it works better. We had installed a ceiling unit, but it wasn't 100% what he needed. The power consumption was a bit high, so we put this one here. It's also a 220V ceiling unit, and there's a mobile barbershop.
It's a bit big and it has an air conditioner. It's a bit big and it has one. It connects to external power. So when you arrive, just plug it in and it works well. To use 12 volt power, you need a 12 volt power system. The batteries in the motorhome are quite
This one I could even set up for 12 volt as well, but it will still run on 220 volts. The split unit is an inverter model. It can run on the batteries or on external power, so it has both options. The air conditioner does too when it's disconnected from the grid.
The electrical mechanics here. Look, there's a small bathroom. Let me show you. It's really cool. It's a really awesome van. Air suspension, aluminum wheels. Really cool. Look how this is open so we can show it.
All right, but let's go. The door's heavy, man. Oh, it's electric.
I think so. I'll show you here. You can get a little idea. Look at the barber's chair.
That's cool. I think it's an automatic door. It seems like it.
I don't know how it works. And that's the condenser, right? The motor. The air conditioner goes inside there. Hey, Jeff will be there at the Expo Motorhome, right, Jeff? Anyone who wants to talk to him about building a motorhome here in Goiânia, trailer, combi home, or a project you have in mind, go talk to him. See if it's possible. Get on the waiting list, right, Jeff? He'll be at the Expo Motorhome in November. Go there to get ideas and talk with him. This one here is the crazy guy, huh? This one is the wild one. When it gets here, the suspension drops, it gets lowered, it looks really cool. Really, really awesome, and a lot of projects going on here at BTS, right?
My friends.
So that's it. I won't be able to show them working on it today because today they're not going to work on the bus, right? But in the next videos, I should show you the electrical installation part, starting the electrical part, right? There in the luggage compartment of the bus, wiring and everything else will also be in the next videos. That's it. The plumbing part should arrive in the next few days, the vinyl flooring should arrive, the material for the installation of the entire electrical system should start arriving, the plumbing part, the sink and the cooling unit should arrive, and then over time things started to arrive. I'll show you here the progress of the project. This is our plan, right? So that throughout this construction you can follow this story with us. I know I would like that. I would like to show you more of the day-to-day in the construction, in the installation. Most of the time while they're building or working on things, I'm busy teaching my geography classes to high school and college prep students. I can't do it. Sorry for not showing it as we'd like, but that's okay, right? We're good? You can follow the progress, you can send us questions for us to answer throughout the videos, and we're in this together, right? I think I'm going to start Pacheco up for a bit just to charge his battery a little, and then I'll leave. Since I'm off today, I made plans with Clarinha and our boys. Go to the movies and have lunch at the mall in the afternoon, making it a nice day for the baby and Kawe. So they can have a fun day today, right? Little Kawe has a bit of a fever today because we went to the club yesterday and drank some pool water. He's not feeling so great today, but let's hope he gets better so we can go out for a bit. So, thank you for being here with us again. If you can, leave a like on this video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel and leave comments. Tell us what you think about Pacheco, leave your questions, and we'll see you in our next video here on EBTS Motorhome. Bye Pacheco, see you next time. Thanks guys, bye bye bye.